Hey everybody, it's Max McAllister here today, and we're kind of doing some of the button-up details on our 2023 model Mega Bolt-Up bike here, the Black Pearl. And there's a couple of details that stick out on this bike that are just horrific, cosmetic details from Honda, and you probably noticed them on your bike. One you saw us fix on the Warhorse was the chrome badge on the side of the DCT cover, the DCT transmission. You know, so there's only one piece of chrome sticking out on the side of the bike. It looks horrific. We've used the method of just lightly sanding that and painting it matte black to make it go away. But some things we can't easily get rid of that Honda should have are the foot pegs, which are strangely still silver, the driver's foot pegs, and the rear brake pedal. I'll show you in a second. So Honda went to the trouble of blacking out all of the passenger, all of the hardware, all of the plastic and everything. And literally all they have to do is anodize these parts black, but they didn't, and it looks horrible. It just sticks out like a sore thumb. I mean, that just looks awful. I have no idea why they didn't do that. So we're doing some custom, we're taking stock Honda parts and having them hard coat anodized. So I'm just curious if we offered a kit of anodized parts that we'd have to do a core exchange. So we'll have a pair of foot pegs and a rear brake pedal that will be hard coat anodized black. So if you're interested in that, please post in the comments so that I can gauge it. I'm going to guess the whole, it might cost $75 or something, and we'd put the 3 parts in a box and ship them to you, and you'd swap them out and ship us back the cores. Because this brake pedal is like $125 or $130, so it's not really worth it to, if these were $40, I'd just buy them, anodize them, and sell them to you outright. But for $125 or $130, we'd have to do some cores. I'll probably have to buy a dozen of them to have them to start, so I have some cores to work with. But if this is a kit that would interest you, let me know, and we'll make that available. And then the last and most horrific thing on many of these Goldwings is some weirdo at Honda who does these colored valve covers on the side of a beautiful Goldwing. I mean, this looks so terrible. It's hard to talk about it. I don't know who thought or who approved that at Honda, but if you ask me, it looks like somebody came up to this motorcycle, pulled their pants down, and took a big dump right on the side of the engine. That's how awful that looks to me. So we've researched this. There's a couple of ways, 3 ways you can attack this. One is you can paint these, scuff them and paint them with a high heat engine paint, which they actually make in satin black, so you don't have to choose just matte or gloss. So you'll be able to put a satin black, and we're going to try that first on this bike. The next option would be to remove the valve covers and send them out for powder coating, and that could be reasonable, but there's a time factor involved where your bike will be open. You know, you'd have to seal up your engine on each side and wait a couple weeks while the powder coating is done. The other option is you can just buy the black valve covers off of, say, a 2021 2021 DCT, or there's several models. You just have to find them, and that would come in black. It looks like, I believe I've got the part numbers here if you're interested in the black valve covers, but oops, the problem is they're like $500 a piece. So, you know, you might be able to find somebody who wants gold or maroon valve covers on the side of their Goldwing and trade them. You know, that would cost you virtually nothing. Or you could buy the set of blacks, put them on, and then advertise your gold ones or maroon ones or whatever other color of the rainbow Honda decides to stick on the top of this engine, and sell them backwards, you know, once you've got them on your bike. But another good way you could time this so that you don't have to mess with this twice is, if for those of you who have your valve clearances checked around 30,000 miles, that would be the time to have the dealership just change the covers to the correct color you want. Or if you're going to do that job yourself, take the valve covers off, get them to a powder coater, or paint them yourself, and then do your valve clearance check and then put them back on. So anyway, with those couple of glaring, hideous, ugly, atrocious details fixed, it'll really bring the whole bike together and make it look like Honda should have done it in the first place, if there was anybody in charge of aesthetics at Honda. So anyway, I can't figure out who's in charge of this. All right, well, thanks. My name's Max. Please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to post in the comments if you're interested in some black pegs and brake pedal, and I'll be back with more great content soon.